Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is, huh?
See, the question you keep asking yourself is, why am I losing? Fact of the matter is, yes you, have everything you need to win every day of your life. Sometimes we just need a little reminder of how great we are. Sometimes we just need a little boost, a little push to help us take it to that next level. So I guess in that sense, you can call me your PushaMan. Let's go. Climb the hump and make every day a Wednesday. Episode number 26. We in this piece. Smiles, everyone, smiles. It's your partner Playya 1G, aka Freddy Fri, yo PushaMan. Real quick, y'all know the routine. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep retweeting, keep commenting. Y'all know I love it. Y'all know what we trying to do. We trying to win the day so we can win it live. And don't forget, for the best in video and photography, be sure to contact our sponsor, Stephen Jones Photography. Hey, he gonna get you hooked up to the best of his ability, so give my bro a call. Okay, y'all know we trying to get better, right? So let's get this going. And as always, I won't take up too much of your time, cause your time is your grind. Typically in life, our ultimate goal is to be successful mentally, physically, financially, and spiritually. And in most cases, we're handed a simple blueprint. Graduate high school, get your college degree, learn a trade or career, get a great job, and live happily ever after. Take for instance my homeboy, my partner in rhyme, my best friend, my brother from another mother, Daryl Davis, aka the Deeksta. It's kind of the route he took. Figured out real early in life. I've been knowing him for well over 20 years. And we were in a music group together called the DC Boys. It was 4 of us in the group, and he was always like the father figure, always was the old soul of the group. See, he came from a single parent home, but his mother, Linda Pitts, was very strong. And she's like my mother now. I love her to death. Much love to Linda. And she was able to instill her values in Mr. Davis. And of course it came back on us, because anything we tried to get into, he was always there to try to clean it up. We would be getting ready to do a show and say it wasn't a lot of people in the crowd and we wanted to kind of hold off on performing. He'd be like, hey, no, we need to go when they want us to go on. We'd be like, man, quit tripping. But that was him. Or when cussing became the big thing, profanity in rap, he was the main one saying, dude, don't start cussing, you'll never be able to stop. And ultimately he was right. It's been crazy ever since. But he kind of understood where his bread and butter would be at, staying in his lane. He knew real early that he wasn't going to be a scholar, a brainiac. He knew he wasn't going to be an athlete. Matter of fact, real funny story. And I tell this story at all of our parties and all the shindigs we host. It's about when we were in middle school. We went to Monroe Middle School back north, and we never had a whole bunch of players on our team, on our football team. And if anybody knows football, you have to have at least 11 guys to play a football game. We had 12. And Daryl never really got to play. And so it was one game where we had a player get hurt. And so it's so funny because both of the coaches looked at each other and they were kind of like, hey, what should we do? You know, Daryl was not an athlete, I promise you, but he wanted to be on the team. And the referee was like, what y'all gonna do? And you gotta have 11. And the coaches looked at each other and they looked at the referee and said, we'll play with 10. And I'm like, wow. But let me tell you, and I always have to close the story by saying this. And that's my brother, Deeks, Daryl. He can pour a mean cup of water. I'm telling you, he's a great water boy. I know he gonna kill me for that. But anyway, I say this to say he understood real early to stay in his own lane. And that's exactly what he did. So once he graduated, he kept a job while we were running around looking crazy. Figured out that not only did he need a job, but he needed a trade. So he learned how to cut hair, gave himself a hustle so he'd always be able to make some money. Actually got his barber's license as well, so he went to school for it, which is not his strong suit, but he knew he needed to give himself another hustle just in case something else didn't work out. Started working at UPS, started on the sort owl, got really focused, was getting those benefits as a part-time worker, transferred it, parlayed it into full-time, and now credit stayed good, didn't have any babies early, didn't get on drugs, and he is living proof that if you follow the simple blueprint of graduating high school, learning a trade, getting a job, getting a great job, you will be okay, because he has done very well for his success, for himself, following that blueprint. But on the other hand, as we all know, for most of us, it's not that simple, because life gets in the way, or better yet, most of the time we actually get in our own way. And our, real talk, our blueprint just gets shredded to pieces. Take me, for instance. Very, very smart guy, graduated number 4 in my class. Actually started college, but my mind was somewhere else. Like I've told you guys this before, I wanted to be a rapper. I was trying to be a rap singer. Real happy-go-lucky, not thinking things through, had the babies real early, wound up, of course, being a single dad, and got taken out of my lane several times. I remember when we were in our senior year and a couple of our friends that we knew had graduated, and they would come over the house and they'd have money all of a sudden. We used to work on Mid-American Teens selling candy door to door just to have $15 and $20 in our pocket. These dudes were having like hundreds. And we was like, man, they was like, where y'all getting this money from? And it was in the mid to late 80s, and they didn't have no shame. They would tell you, we selling drugs. We was like, y'all crazy. Why would y'all be selling drugs? I mean, who does that? Why do you do that? But I mean, they were really making a good amount of money. Fast forward a couple of years later, I got a baby. I'm struggling, need money, easy access to the drugs. We live in the projects, and it's just all around me. And I basically sold out. And I would get the crack from one guy and give it to another guy to sell, tell him how much money to bring me back. But during that process, I was scared to death, y'all, because it wasn't me. That was definitely not my lane. But let me tell you how when you open the door to something, how sometimes you can become immune to a situation. So I kind of graduated from giving it to somebody and letting them sell it to where I actually got bold enough to try to sell it myself. Again, I still was like, petrified and scared to death. But we were in a situation where there was a drug raid. And by the grace of God, I did not get in any trouble. But I knew right then and there I would never, ever, ever put myself in that situation again. Because it wasn't my lane, it wasn't who I was, but I allowed it to consume me. And so I tell people, never say never, because I said I never would do anything like that. And next thing you know, I'm right in the mix. So I got blessed to get out of that situation. And as y'all know, I raised my kids. I graduated college. While I was raising my kids, a strange thing was happening. I was coaching basketball. I was coaching my daughter's teams, and we were pretty good. And we played in tournaments where we spent money to get into the tournaments. And I did that as they were coming up. Little did I know that was actually my class. Because as they got older, I started hosting the tournaments. And now my business is youth basketball, Court Time Events, which is my company. And no, I didn't take the traditional route to success. I took the long route. But listen to me. Listen to me very carefully. Just because you don't start the right way, that doesn't mean you can't finish. Always do your best to finish, because my motto is, if you're still breathing, you still have an opportunity to be achieving. So yeah, if you ask me, and if I'm teaching a class on how to be successful, I'm going to tell you 365 days of the year to follow my homeboy Daryl's route, because it's a lot smoother. His journey was a lot smoother than mine. I had a lot of turbulence in my ride, a lot of turbulence. But I'm here to tell you, because most of us have turbulence. We don't always make the right decisions early on when we're young, but we grow and mature. But I'm here to tell you that if I can do it, and if I can go through all that I went through and take the long route, You can do it. So I know you may be down and out right now. I know you may not see a light at the end of the tunnel. But listen to me. We all are traveling on our own path. And we're all trying to make it to that next level, to success. I remember when I was a kid and the teacher would ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? For the life of me, I cannot remember one kid ever saying, I want to be a failure when I grow up. But sometimes we put ourselves in a situation where at moments in our life we are failures. But you can climb out of that hole. You can come back and make a great story and tell your story to the world. Because again, if I can do it, you can do it. This is your partner, Playya 1G, aka Freddy Fri, your PushaMan, pushing you to achieve the greatness you have within. I could have took the easy route, but there is no easy route. Grind hard daily, and until next week, climb the hump and make every day a Wednesday. And y'all know the routine. I gotta go. Transform. One.
And I heard him say, you get yours and I get mine and everything will be just fine and we gon' make it. Just you wait and see. Your money, man. You go this way, I go that way. Get that cash, we make that bank. I heard them say that's how life's supposed to be.
Gotta get that cream, cash rules everything around me. Money, tight, you know where you can find me. Hustling hard, gotta get that cheese. Cabbage and collard greens, it's all about the cheese.
You went to school for about 8 years, but it worked, now it's got a career.
Tough act to follow, what you gon' do, cause the streets keep calling you. He's on down the yellow brick road. Success is a mess when the stress hits you right in your chest. Bless the child that's got his own, and Lord show me how to be strong. This song was made for the mamas that do it by they lonely. The players in the street caught up thinking they only got one way to make ends meet. Yo, they hustle in the street from dawn to dusk, but remember, in God we trust is what they stamp on the back of the bill, and it's a must. We understand it's all a plan, and we all try to make it the best we can. So she chose teach kids, he chose drive trucks. Try to miss them whammies, everybody want big bucks. Money, the root of all evil, man. Just try to get it legal, man.
You get yours and I get mine and everything will be just fine and we gon' make it. Just you wait and see.
Your money, man.
Get yours. You go this way, I go that way. Get that cash, we make that bank. I heard them say that's how life's supposed to be.
Gotta make that choice. Tell me what you gon' do. Dirt, work, it's all on you. Life goes hard for real. Still, it's all about that dollar.